I think it's time to overreact. Detroit Tigers, man, 1-0. That is about as great of an opening day as you can possibly ask for if you are a Tigers fan. Oh, my God. Not only did the Tigers win, Kevin McGonigal wins. Good gracious. 4 hits in the opening game. Very first pitch, very first at bat this kid sees. Bases are loaded. It's like a storybook welcome to the show moment for the checks notes 21-year-old. First pitch he sees. They try to go at him. Hey, here's a fastball high. Kid, can you hit it? Yeah, I can. I'm going to send this to a wall. 2-run RBI. It's part of 4 total hits. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. In an infield single where he showed off this blazing speed. I'm not sure anybody really realized he had. 30.2 feet per second. That's like Parker Meadows fast. There's not a lot of fast guys on this team. A lot of great base runners. That's like a qualifier to play for the Tigers. You have to be a smart base runner. McGonigal might be really fast. And that is not something I was aware that he had in the toolbox. I thought he made some nice plays at third base. Made the routine plays at third base, I guess I should say. Had that leaping catch out there as well. Oh, my God. If we're overreacting, how far do we want to take this thing? Here's something that I mean, it's probably an overreaction, but maybe not. Can we pay this guy? Can we just lock this guy up? I mean, 4 hits in an opening day game for a 21-year-old. That doesn't happen by coincidence. Riley Green had this quote after the game where he essentially was like, yeah, I couldn't feel my face and I blacked out most of my opening day. This kid's playing like it's his 700th game. Not only does he have the 4 hits, has these incredible at-bats, looked comfortable the entire time, never looked out of place playing in front of that many people for the first time on the road. I was amazed as to what we had with Kevin McGonigal yesterday, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that felt the exact same way. It's not like I'm breaking any news. Hey, Kevin McGonigal was great yesterday. Yeah, obviously, we all watched the game, Ben. What a performance he had. I think it's totally on the table for this kid to get paid in the first half of this year. Lock him down. All those crazy thoughts we had this offseason of, hey, is this actually going to be the person that gets the Tigers over the hump? Is this the chosen one for the Detroit Tigers? Is this the alpha dog who's actually going to come be the superstar for this team? After game number 1, again, we're overreacting, but how can you not after one game? I'd say all those answers are yes. This was incredible to watch as a Tigers fan because all those dreams that we had for this kid felt like he delivered them, which feels almost impossible for a 21-year-old making his debut. What realistically can actually happen? You, me, and John were talking, Kyle, before the game. It's like, what's the realistic expectation? I said, just get on base. That's all I care about. Did that 4 times yesterday, and the Tigers win 8-2. Tarek Skubal with an awesome outing as well. But that gets overshadowed because this 21-year-old kid was the best player on the field in a game that included Tatis. I know Machado's past his prime, but still, Skubal. McGonigal outshined everybody.
Yeah, I hope all our listeners today are prepared for the Kevin McGonigal Glaze show because that's what you're getting. Like, I can't remember the last time I was more excited after the opening day of any of my teams playing. Maybe when Cade Cunningham debuted for the Pistons.
Yeah, but we knew they were going to be bad. This is different.
Like, I was just so excited. I felt like a little kid watching Kevin McGonigal yesterday. I was so excited watching him hit both of those doubles. Dan Dickerson sounded like a little kid. Like, his reaction to everything. It was
his
just
baseball tie.
It was awesome, man.
I loved it. There was a lot of storylines to cover. I mean, Skubal, he gets taken out after 74 pitches. I'm fine with that because, I mean, you may as well save the dude. They were save the innings, at least. They were up by enough runs to where you felt comfortable. Then Drew Anderson, nice flashy guy that everyone's talking about, comes in, gives up the home run, and all of a sudden you're a little worried that game's going to end up being close. They all get out of the jam. The Tigers win 8-2. If there was a sweat, it only lasted, 2 minutes when the bases were juiced and they got out of it. It's McGonigal, though, that everybody's going to be talking about today. I just couldn't believe, that very first pitch. Can you draw it up any better? It's like, yeah, Kevin, we're going to put you in the 6-hole today. You're playing out of position for the most part on defense. And the stars just start aligning. It's like, hey, Carey strikes out, but then you draw some walks. People end up on base. And it's like, wait a minute, McGonigal's going to get in at bat here in the first inning. wait a minute, McGonigal's coming up and the bases are juiced. Oh, my God. First pitch, he delivers. And it's like rightfully so as an opposing pitcher against a kid making his debut. Give him a fastball. See if he can hit it. And Dickerson's talking about in the game, it's like, yeah, McGonigal told us he actually can read the seams of the ball as it leaves the hand. What? You're telling me this kid's like living life in slow motion? He can read the seams? That's so incomprehensible to me that a player can sit there and watch a 95, 96 mile per hour pitch and read the seams to locate where the ball's going to end up, what type of pitch is coming at him. And he's just like, dude, if you're going to give me a high fastball, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to crush this thing. Duh. And then he does it again in the next at-bat. Looked like a professional in the box, unlike a couple other Tigers yesterday. I like, what else can we, how far can we take this thing after one game? I want to pay him. AL Rookie of the Year seems totally on the table. That was before the game started, and, you know, how can you not feel even better about that right now? We already thought he could be the best player on the team by the end of this season, at least offensively. He passed that test as well. Like, what's the craziest thing we can say about this kid? He's going to win MVP?
That's definitely too crazy. Definitely can't say that. But I do think that, you know, yes, before we even started his Tigers career, we had already made all of those things like, yeah, can he be the superstar of the team, which is a lot to put on a guy who you've never seen play. We also had talked about, like, let's get this contract out of the way now. Well, his price is going to continue to go up and up and up until it actually happens. And so I still think it definitely could happen. Roman Anthony didn't sign his deal until like halfway through his rookie season. So it definitely could happen at some point this season. But everything that we knew about McGonigal and the reason why the people are so high on him and why you and I are high on him is just the type of hitter that he is. It's not like it's not just hype about like, oh, this guy's going to come in. There's a reason behind it. Like, he is such a smart player at the plate.
He's not just a nukes guy.
He really does it all. He's so smart for how young he is, and that's the craziest part is just how he's 21 years old. Like, it's so wild, but
he's not going to swing at garbage pitches.
He makes great decisions. Yeah, like he fits everything that Scott Harris talks about, which it totally makes sense, right? Like, Scott Harris, we can yell at Scott Harris all we want. Like, that is Scott Harris's most ideal type of player, and he's elite at it.
I have a question. Do we owe Scott Harris an apology? It's been one game. I'm well aware, but we have all the information that we have through one game. The information will double by the time tomorrow comes around, and by the time the weekend rolls around, we'll have 4 times as much information. But do we owe this guy an apology? Because for years it was, we like our team now, but just wait for McGonigal to get up. We like our future. That's what he told us for years as we begged for him to be more aggressive at the trade deadlines and in free agency. And he put all his stock into this kid. And in the first game, 4 hits. And, like, he's not going to have 4 hits every game, obviously.
He's on pace to.
You're right. It's more so we watch, he'll hit a slump at some point. But we watch him and it's like, oh, yeah, he just gets it. Like, it doesn't take you very long to just see it. Same thing with Jahmyr Gibbs. You saw it in some of his first games. It's like, oh, he's got it. Same thing with McGonigal yesterday. The speed, the power, the great eye that he has at the plate. Hell, he's playing great in the infield too. Like, that was the big question going into the year, going into spring training. Can this guy play defense at a big league level? I think the only reason we actually had that question was because he was so damn good at everything else that we were looking for reasons where it's like, well, there's no way this 21-year-old kid can play in the majors this season. So we just kind of all assumed, they're like, yeah, we don't know if he can play defense. I think the answer is just yes. Like, is this guy going to be a 5-tool player? This is a 21-year-old. It's going to be hard to bring that power to the team. But, like, hell, man, who's to say he can't? Maybe he's not hitting 25 home runs. That's fine, but he's doing everything else. I had no idea he was that fast. Like, genuinely, I had no idea. I'm not locked into the spring training games the way that some people are. That dude's fast. Like, really fast.
I'll take it back to where you started this by asking, do we owe Scott Harris an apology? Yeah, I think we do, right? I just think I understand it's one game, and yeah, could he totally fall off a cliff? Yeah, sure, but I don't see that coming.
I'm bought in.
I mean, I was bought in before we even saw him play in a Tigers uniform. Like, there's a reason why, like, Scott Harris, whether you agree with him or not, he is the guy in charge. He was given that job for a reason, and there's a reason why he always continuously brought up Kevin McGonigal. And there's a reason why at the trade deadline he said, yeah, but we really like the guys in the minor leagues that are coming up. and we don't want to block those guys. All that stuff did happen for a reason, and we're finally seeing those reasons why with McGonigle's debut yesterday.
Did you see A.J. Hinch's quote after the game? Said, if that's the nervous version of Kevin McGonigle, we are going to have a very fun season. I couldn't agree more. This offense has been average for a couple of years. They just may have added someone who can help them not become a juggernaut. They're not going to be the Yankees of 2 years ago.
Could they
or the
be
Dodgers.
a borderline top 10 offense?
That's all I'm asking for with this rotation. Skubal was great yesterday. Maybe the standard for Skubal greatness is just so crazy that like he kind of just had an okay game. But
didn't he retire like 14 straight batters after that? Yeah,
he had a rocky first inning and then he just was on cruise control. Only 6 Ks, but it's like 6 Ks, 0 walks.
The pitches
is a bad
too.
game.
By the way, like trust me, I've been pretty anti-Skubal this offseason. That's every pitcher in the entire league. Like no one's pitching 100 pitches on game 1 of the year. Like that's how the MLB season works. You ease into it.
He came out of the game after 74 pitches, and I was just like, someone is pissed off because of that. Someone is already
which you
angry.
should not be. That's not how the season works at all.
They had an 8-2 lead, save the arm. You know, it's totally fine for him to come out of that game at this point in the season. You don't desperately need the win. It looks like you're in prime position to win this game regardless. Could he have gone all 9 innings? Maybe. He definitely could have gone more than the 6 that he went, but he goes 6 innings, no earned runs. Shout out Javi Baez for letting a run go on the board.
Do we owe Tarek Skubal an apology? Because all them dudes that pitched in the World Baseball Classic had pretty rough starts yesterday.
Who? Skeens,
Paul Skeens, Logan Webb. Nolan McLean hasn't pitched yet, but the guys that did, Skubal sure as hell didn't.
No, I will not be apologizing to Tarek Skubal for that matter. I would have. I really wanted a gold medal. I wanted to say the United States was the best country in the world at baseball. We don't get to say that. That is yesterday's problem. Today, we don't have any problems. Kevin McGonigle's living up to the expectations. Skubal's doing Skubal stuff. It is crazy, though. Like, of the other 4 guys in the rotation, if they go 6 innings, 6 Ks, 0 walks, aren't we all like, whoa, what an amazing game? And with Skubal, we're like,
imagine if Flaherty does that on Wednesday. Or the next game.
It'd be a huge win. We got Framber Valdez on the mound tonight. I'm really excited to see him. 989-837-6125. Your reaction to Kevin McGonigle's incredible debut. I did want to share a stat with you before we went to break, Kyle. Do you want to know the other players in American League history to 21 and younger and 4 hits in their debut?
You said Roman Anthony was one of them, right?
No, because that wasn't his debut yesterday.
Oh.
He was just 21.
I have no idea how many.
One other player, Ken Griffey Jr.
Right.